Greetings, what's up, and a very warm welcome to the channel. The sun is shining, like properly shining. It's a lovely day out there. I've just come in from a pretty long walk around town, which has been very nice. I feel like my vitamin D levels have been fully restocked by direct exposure to the sunlight. It's really nice, but I am digressing significantly because I am, the magpie is casting. Wow, that was like the longest wind. Should we, I'll tell you what, take two. Greetings and a very warm welcome to the channel. The sun is shining and the magpie is casting. Coming to you guys right now with a live 1 versus 1 battle featuring spawning in the north. It is gonna be the Soviet forces of that prolific German player in the game. It is Luvnest. So he's been practicing Soviets a reasonable amount on the ladder. I know this because I've just been watching a few of his games. And he's been playing Soviets in all of them. Luvnest, of course, one of the players at the very top of the game, winning many of the ESL tournaments, and he's also just a solidly nice chap. That I can confirm because I met him a couple of weeks ago. We shared some beers and talked about a topic. Damn it, the only rhyme that came to my mind there was queers, which is just like, you know, you're not really going to throw that rhyme in there as a and we talked about the, no. But yeah, Luvnest is just a dude, so it was nice to hang out with him, nice to meet him, and yeah, nice also to get to watch him play, actually. Anyway, and spawning down in the south, it is gonna be the Wehrmacht forces of STW's Edge_2112. Nice name, buddy. Wow, pick that one well. Edge. I'm just going to call him Edge, I guess. A newcomer to the channel, so a very warm welcome to him. Hopefully he's gonna be able to, you know, he's gonna have to be made of stern stuff here to put up a fight against Luvnest, but we'll see what he's gonna be able to do. Looks like Luvnest has gone for that special rifle command, and he's actually gone controversially for a scout sniper squad. So, oh look, he's rolled a female sniper squad as well. So listen to that.
People who annoy me end up dead.
Ha, very nice. So we get to actually hear some female voices in this game for once. Pretty rare indeed. So let's see now. Seems like Edge is focusing most of his stuff on the right here. He's going to be going mostly onto the west flank here. Scout snipers are going to move across, and they're going to start seeing pioneers here. Engineers are also in the hood. Bang! First pioneer gets sniped off there. Conscripts are moving into the hood, so it looks like Luvnest adjusting to the positioning of his enemy. He's looking to be aggressive, as well you might expect with the scout sniper squad. Now an MG42, there are two of them. One in this building here catches the conscripts. Luvnest just instantly falls back, has no interest in being you know, pinned in that arc for very long. The pioneers are likewise forced back. Scout snipers have knocked off two of them now. Now I imagine they're going to start doing some work on this MG team. These engineers going to get into a building. That's going to be mildly irritating, I would have thought, for the German player as things move on. Grenadiers now beginning to enter the field, so we've got some capping over here in the east, and we've got another squad on the build queue. For Luvnest, it's going to be two of conscripts to back up his sniper, so that's going to be the composition there for the German player. That's so awkward to say. I wish players who were either Russian, German, English, or American could only play those races, so that when I say the German player, demonstrating my, you know, supremely deep background knowledge of some of the players in the game, lol, sarcasm, you know, it doesn't confuse people, because also when I say the German player, it kind of basically means whoever's playing as the Germans in the game, because there's always one. So, yeah, anyway, right, enough about that. Scout snipers, conscripts, and engineers getting a horrific engagement on these grenadiers. This is like the worst thing ever for these grenadiers. Oh my god, he's just going to lose them. No, he's... Oh, there's opportunity for a squad wipe here. That grenadier is going to fall back. The conscripts are focusing, but it's not enough. And it seems like Edge is going to escape with that squad for now. Scout snipers now start buster moving these grenadiers down. And these grenadiers are going to have to get a groove on and get out of town here. That they will do. MG42 still up in this building, hasn't captured the fuel point, so no actual income flowing from this point, but he is at least denying it to Luvnest. On the left, pardon me, on the west flank over here, we've got some pioneers going to be possibly engaging these conscripts in the near future, if and when those two units come into contact. No other support over on that side of the map, so that ought to be a fight the conscripts should just take. MG42 in this building looks okay until these conscripts are all up on top of it, and look at Luvnest, Joe. He's just going to juke and shive. Wow, taking a sort of super double bluff here is Edge going to like aim the MG in this direction. But unless he actually just gets it out of the building pretty soon, it's going to die to these conscripts behind it. Yeah, there we go. He has to fall back. Oh, he has to fall back sooner. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, this MG is such a risk. He is actually going to escape. Woo. That's two squads that he could have lost, really, it feels like. So here's that fight that I alluded to earlier. These pioneers are going to be taking on these conscripts. They managed to get into a nice range here, so they are going to punch above their weight. Actually, look at the amount of damage these pioneers are doing. They're sort of out DPSing these conscripts somehow, but oh, now they've lost half of their firepower because 2 men have died. There we go. Actually able to do pretty well there. I think I would have stayed and traded just a bit longer, because that was kind of going almost evenly. Anyway, I mean, even mowing down a conscript squad to half health and then falling back is still a pretty profitable engagement for those pioneers. It's just a shame. He's going to lose this fuel point here, is Edge. And how many kills on these scout snipers now? 8 kills on the scout snipers. Some damage on them as well. So looks like those grenadiers managed to get some shots into them. Oh, these grenadiers, wow. Edge needs to be so careful with his grenadiers. He's gone ahead and picked his commander. He's gone for the, this is the, I can't remember his name, but this was one of the earliest guys in the game. Damn it, what is his name? Jaeger Infantry Doctrine, there we go. Rifle grenade going to come down to no avail. That is going to be dodged nicely, but you can see we've already got 2 G43 packages come down on these grenadiers, so their DPS is going to be noticeably jacked up right now. So yeah, going to be spicily exchanging are these grenadiers. And Luvnest has gone for the guard motor coordination tactics doctrine. Now this is the same one I've seen him used in the games that he was playing earlier, so I think this is just something he's practicing with right now. MG42 comes out here into a very nice position actually. He's going to start hooning on these conscripts in the building. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, some grenadiers going to be pushed back by all manner of guards, sniper, and the engineers. Now, in the previous game I was watching, Luvnest utilised the M3 scout car and got some, some flamer pioneers into it, and the game ended before the 7-minute mark because he just swarmed his opponent, which is, that's why, despite the fact I was casting it, it's why I didn't upload it to the channel, because it was hardly an epic game, hardly worthy of you, my fine viewers. So it looks like he's going to mix it up, not because the scout car was unsuccessful in his previous game, but clearly just because he feels like playing with snipers. Maybe it's in response to the map. This, of course, is actually a really good map for snipers, actually. Let's face it, Crossing in the Woods is one of those prolific sniper maps, isn't it? So this could be an adaptation to the terrain. A wise warrior would always adapt to his battlefield. Snipers here going to just try and pick away at this MG42 team, and that they will be able to do, grabbing themselves in the process a star of veterancy, so very nice there. Most of Edge's units confined to his base right now, reinforcing and getting ready to fight again. That they are now ready for. Pioneers again going to take to the western flank. Let's take a look here. The Soviet base does have medics, so healing is a real thing, which means that when these snipers fall back, if they fall back, they will be able to heal, and that's quite a big deal. Wow, the MG42 has found those snipers, getting good damage. He's got to be careful with them as Luvnest. But only 1 man left on this MG team, so these engineers may be able to take it. It seems doubtful, though. Guards in a lovely building here. You can hear the DP LMGs have been purchased. Plenty of Daka just raining out here and hosing down the German forces, and it's almost like Edge just didn't see this. He's just going to run on past them, so they're just gunning down his MG team here. This is brutal stuff here. The MG in the top right was just killed by engineers. That's just terrible. And now an MG42 gets set up in a reasonable position. But look, now the guards can come out. And remember how good the guard grenade is. Whoop, there it is. And it's going to go off in time. Blah! And that is going to be an MG42 just absolutely gibbed there. The guards are going to nick that, I imagine. No, they're just going to take this fight at nice range and then maybe nick it. Or wait for some conscripts to come and nick it. Oh my goodness me. This is horrible. Luvnest is just an absolute monster. On the left flank, some pioneers here falling foul of conscripts. I feel like actually if Luvnest had done some stutter step kiting here, he might have got a squad wipe on that. But whatever. He's just being efficient with his APM right now rather than spamming for things he may very well not get. Guards going to take this fight against Grenadiers. The Grenadiers are in heavy cover, but they need to tuck up a bit, I think. The Guards here in a medium cover, but they've got the DPLMGs, they've got the PTRSs, so yeah, the Grenadiers going to have to pay them the respect that they do demand. Guards how much? 330 manpower, so yeah, a very elite squad for sure. Conscript's going to come across here, and that will almost certainly be to loot this MG42. That'll be a very nice pickup for Luvnest, who, let me just check the base, has not gone for his support weapon Campanile, so having access to an MG is a luxury right now for Luvnest that he wouldn't expect to have, so that's nice. Let's see. These guys are laying tripwire flares. Luvnest just... Oh, be gentle with this poor guy. Oh, savage. So there we go, the trip mine flares are there. Whoa, there's loads of them. He's planting loads of them. Oh, you're just too nasty, Luvnest. So remember, trip mine flares, they cost 10 munitions. They'll kill a model of the infantry unit that hits them, usually just the one. And they fire up a flare which illuminates the squad. So, having deployed 3 there is actually quite nasty. Anyway, here comes a big move out of German forces. 3 of Grenadiers Pioneer. There's a mortar here on backup as well. The conscripts just immediately identifying, or rather Luvnest, because the conscripts are a non-sentient in-game unit. Luvnest here identifying that he immediately needs to fall back with these conscripts. No interest in taking any kind of a fight here, and that doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't have any interest in that either. This mortar way too far back. He could be standing here with it. This is a much better position. I don't know why he's so far back with this mortar. The range on this mortar will only extend to like just around the edge of his units here, which is not so great. Scout snipers here, I mean, yeah, for example, this is the kind of thing, if this mortar was just in a better position, like even here is way better, you know, then he could be firing at these units, but he's not. Now the mortar has to come into position, you know, there could have been shells raining all this time. It's a small thing, but it's also a big thing, kinda. Wall of conscripts here, you shall not pass. Oh no, this grenadier, dodges the sniper bullet handily, so he's going to save that grenadier. A notable save, of course, because those grenadiers have had the G43 upgrade package, so that's you know, that's worth quite a lot. Now, where is that mortar? It's been hung out to dry. He needs to have that moving like yesterday. Why is it still sat here firing? Edge in jeopardy here. There we go. He gets the pack up on the mortar, so they should be able to escape here. Unlikely a squad wipe will be forthcoming for Luvnest, who has grabbed the cutoff point. So the income right now for Edge, absolutely dire. And Edge right now is on the edge of basically raging out, I would have thought, because Luvnest is just playing this one like sweet, absolutely sweet. And now an MG42 gets set up over here. That's going to fence off these grenadiers. Actually, at that range, running through negative cover, there is danger of a squad wipe here. A lot of conscripts on this fallback path. Another squad of them here just making some sandbags. They'll finish that just in time to take pot shots at this poor grenadier. And knowing Luvnest, he almost certainly will focus fire. Having said that, though, actually, these conscripts have to think about moving. A lot of grenadiers here. Yeah, they are going to stay for some pot shots, but not going to convert that into a squad wipe. Rifle grenade comes down. Boom! Giving 4 of the guards. So a nice little pick up there for Edge. Very nice. Forces back a couple of Luvnest squads. And he's going up to 2 GR34s here, which I kind of quite like. What's Luvnest's teching like right now? Oh, God. Oh god, it's brutal. And what's the AT right now for the Wehrmacht player? Panzerfausts. And what do Panzerfausts not beat? I don't know, Katyushas, T-34 85s, T-34s. They don't really beat any of that. So they don't even beat T-70s really, as long as the Axis player's not asleep. What I'm saying right now is that Edge needs a pack gun, or he's going to die to the armor, which is coming soon for Luvnest. Oh god. Okay, so where's the other mortar right now? One of them's firing, the other one... Oh, they're both here? Oh, that seems risky. You usually want to spread your mortars, not have them clustered like this. Anyway, they are going to force back 2 more squads here, so starting to get some work done is Edge, who's managed to string together 4 points of control on the map. That is actually giving him, like, you know, not flatlining resource income, though still nothing compared to the Soviet player here. Luvnest just being a monster. Mines appearing all over the map. Look, there's mines here, there's mines here, there's mines here. Oh, these guys are just going to run square into blah, and that's a squad wipe, just instantaneous squad wipe there. The what are they called? TM35 mines. Their trademark deadly effects there. Now, there's also a billion tripwire flares here. Looks like 2 of them have been hit already. Oh no, these grenadiers are just going to blah! There goes one of them. And they just immediately fall back because there's MG42 in this building. And let's look at the scoreline here. 500 for Luvnest and 136 for Edge at the 13.5-minute mark. As a caster, my abilities are often stretched, and it can genuinely be difficult at times to tell who's winning, but this is one of those times, actually. You tell me who's winning. I've no idea. This is the problem sometimes. When sometimes you see a name you know in the live games lobby, and you're just like, oh, hell yeah! I'm going to cast that game. I'm going to cast that game for days, or, well, usually just however long it takes. But this is the drawback, because sometimes you just get like 15 minutes of Jove, or 15 minutes of Luvnest, or Talisman, or, you know, just Nagano, or any of the players towards the top end of the game, or Hands, just kind of spanking someone. Oh, nice mortar there, falling into the middle of these squads here. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, you just kind of get to see a spank fest, and, you know, credit where credit's due. Edge here has stayed in the game way longer than the previous few games that I've seen against Luvnest go. That was just like literally just now. Loses a grenadier squad here. You know, so yeah, credit where credit's due. He stayed in this game. He's taking it to like the 15-minute mark, which is longer than the previous few games I just spectated with Luvnest went. But it is unlikely. I cannot see a line of play here that I feel gives him a reasonable chance at victory in this game. Is he? Okay, he's building a health bunker right now. Which is sad. It is sad. He's going to need a pack gun because there's a T-34-85 on the field, and he doesn't really have the manpower for that pack gun to even start building yet. So I imagine this may well be GG as soon as he sees the mighty medium tank cruising in. Remember, this is an 85. So it packs, you know, more millimeters of destruction, and believe me, every millimeter counts. So, yeah, here comes the medium tank now, and we'll just see if this is just going to be a GG reveal. Hi, I'm a medium tank, you have no counter. Feel like leaving the game? Is that going to be the plan here? Maybe Edge made of sterner stuff, maybe he's going to stick around. He's like 30 manpower away from starting to build a pack gun. It's unclear at this point whether that's enough time for him to not be pushed out of the game on score. And even if the pack gun arrives, it will of course be jumped upon by everybody in the neighbourhood, including this T-34-85, so it's unlikely to be an effective pack gun. He has no munitions for Panzerschrecks on Panzer Grenadiers, so that's not going to be a thing. I'm just, you know, I'm considering every single line. So the pack gun is the choice. Again, still unclear as to whether that's going to be on the battlefield in time to actually take a shot. I believe it will be just to get 1 or 2 shots. And, wow. Luvnest, I mean, I've got actually quite a few of the top players in the game on my friends list now in Steam, so I can confirm right now, playing the game, Nagano, Jove, and a number of others. And so I was hoping to find them matched against each other, but for the last half an hour, they've all been in different games, spanking various people I've never heard of. Please matchmaking, please find a way of getting these players in a game together, because this is unfortunate. Okay, so the pack gun came on from a fortunate position here, so it is going to get a hit. A Panzerfaust is going to come down, whoosh bang, there goes the engine damage. This pack gun's somewhat stricken now. There is a medium tank parked on its face. So he's going to have to play turny tank gun does it, which is a frustrating game for Axis players. Now, 10 victory points in the tank here, and no map control to speak of. And seems like this is that's how Edge is going to die today. And I am not condemning him whatsoever. Like, probably his mistake in this game was being merely mortal, just being a simple human being, a Homo sapiens individual. Whereas players of the caliber of Jove, Nagano, Luvnest, etc. are not really that. You know, they've elevated themselves to a level in this game that many people, or very few people, can reach. Many people will never be able to get to. So, I guess that's the difference right there. You can kind of see it when one of these very high tier players takes on just someone who plays this game, which is like me, even someone who plays it a lot, which Edge must do it in order to be matched up against, you know, Luvnest. And believe me, if I were to play Luvnest, I mean, it would be unfair for me to put money on that game, seeing as how I could affect the outcome. But I would put money on me lasting less than 17 minutes, 12 seconds. For sure, I think Luvnest would have destroyed all of the buildings in my base by then and forced me out of the game. But you know, if anyone fancies taking that bet, actually, I'm sure I could arrange that game with Luvnest, and I could like GG out at the 2-minute mark or something like that. So that would be money in my pocket. So if anyone is up for that, you know, I shouldn't have explained that, damn it. But if anyone is up for taking that bet, do let me know. So yeah, that's going to conclude this video. I'm going to hop back to the live games lobby, and hopefully we're going to find a heavyweight battle between some of these top tier players. If not, that's a great shame, but, you know, of course, I'll be bringing you more videos in the near future. So, you know, till such time, this is, of course, Magpie842 signing out.